Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video I'm going to show you a couple of really easy class trial teams you can use for this class trial in Dragonguard. As ever, you can grab yourself a tier 1 from the shop for a mere 30 gems if you like. This gives you a potion of enchantment amongst other stuff, all really cool. At tier 5 there is the class trial weapon. It is Dragon's Eye. It used to be absolutely amazing. It used to, I think, transform an enemy into a empowered baby dragon, so you could change the whole team to baby dragons. It was a lot of fun, but you can understand why they feel they have to change these things now and again, because even though this got actually nerfed ages ago, the likes of Chalcedony in the game now and things like that, who creates brown for fun, with Chalcedony in this, maybe you could have the entire team transformed to baby dragons before, you know, the game even really begun. So, yep, still a cool weapon though. If there's an enemy in last place, which is really annoying, stealthy, something like that, and is the bread and butter of their team, it's all about that last enemy. You can charge this up, cast it, and transform them to a empowered baby dragon, which is likely going to be less damaging than whatever was there before. Very cool weapon indeed. Right, let's take a look at the first team. The first team, a really cheesy, cheap, easy team to use just for fun. But you can have 3 times the Great Worm. You can get this from a worm run in the underworld by opening portals. Does damage to all enemies, but we're not going to really be worried about that. All we're going to be doing is creating 2 skulls when my turn begins. With 3 of these, that is 6 skulls. And with Cauldron, if you need to boost up your attack, you can give life to your ally and double their attack. So if you're not like one skull hit bashing the enemy into oblivion, you can cast this and do so. Geomancer class, Serendipity, Mage Lord, Anti-Magic Sphere. In fact, Mage Lord could probably be changed, but it's not going to really matter too much for this, to be honest. Rock Solid is cool, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, which we do when we collect it for this weapon. Fortitude and a Tree of Knowledge, gain enchant when matching green gems, which is also one of the colours of the weapon, so it just kind of works very, very naturally. The banner for this, +2 brown and +1 green, -1 blue. So let's just do a few levels on this just to show how it works, because it's super straightforward. You don't almost need to show how it works. If you don't get the colours or the skulls straight away, there you go, we just get auto matches. It's just gonna, a lot of stages it's just gonna pretty much work by itself. You don't have to do this now, but there you go. Look, we can boost up our attack massively. So if you're a newer player and your attack isn't that high, it's going to get increased really, really quickly. And because it doubles your attack every time, remember, it happens really fast. Say you only start with 10 attack because you're really new. First cast, that becomes 20. Second cast, that becomes 40. If you do it again, 80. It's like, yeah, happens really, really quickly. And as you can see, this team pretty much works by itself. I'll show an alternative team in a minute, and just in case you do not have the option for 3 times the Great Worm. But this is a nice lazy team if you really can't be bothered to put a lot of effort into this. You want the game to pretty much run the game for you. And it's very, very straightforward and easy. It's quite fun when you start the game and you almost win the game without doing anything. It does happen surprisingly often. Just natural cascades. Get barrier all the time when collecting brown, so you don't have to worry too much about leaving them a skull hit if there's only one available for you. Right, let's just do this one and I'll change the team to the alternative. Like, I don't obviously have to cast the Cauldron all the while you're one shot hitting these opponents into oblivion, but yeah, if you're not, then obviously cast your Cauldron and double your attack. And the Great Worms are there as a damage dealer if you need them as well. Really, really good. This is almost the only team you need, to be fair. Don't even know whether I need to show the other team, because these do damage to all as well. Oh, I've started another one. I'll just do this one and I'll show the other team briefly, because it really is super straightforward. This is kind of the only team you need, but I will show an alternative just in case you don't have 3 Great Worms. Yes, I've just remembered my own point of why I was going to show an alternative team. Not everyone's going to have 3 great worms. Right, now for this second team, in case you don't have 3 great worms. We have Dancing Daggers, Sabellius, Silfrostanath and Essenzia. Essenzia giving all the dragon allies a 50% star and has a summon in case things go wrong. Dancing Daggers, really cool weapon, deals magic based damage to all enemies, then knocks 1 to 2 enemies from first to last position. Still going to be in Geomancer for this, still nice to have that 50% start and get things like the barrier when matching brown, things like that. You don't have to be in the actual class of the class trial for this. The likelihood is if you're doing this, you could be doing it just for the 3 battles, but most players are doing this because they need the class XP, so they're not going to have many of the talents. So yeah, it works to be in a different class for this a lot of the time. Sabellius eliminates all armor from the first enemy, then deals damage to all enemies. So ideally, you want to charge this first and cast this before your Dancing Daggers if you can. So brown becomes our primary color, which is why on the banner I have +2 brown, +1 green, -1 red. Back to the team. Silfrostanath does damage to all enemies and freezes 1 to 4 random enemies as well, and gains 2 life on 4 to 5 gem matches, and there's a couple of other decent traits at the same time. So really easy damage to all team here. We're going to concentrate on charging up Sabellius first and casting that troop. And if not, we've got 2 others backing up. If you don't have any of these troops, like don't have one of these or the other, you can pop in a Great Worm, but be wary of that +2 skull creation every round, remember, as you saw in the last round. So we've got this, you'd always cast this first, but we're going to pretty much kill everyone anyway and wipe them out, and our Dancing Daggers were up the next round anyway. And you just keep on going. Lots of damage to all. Unusual, this dragon team, because it doesn't use red. And red is normally associated with dragons because of the flamey things. And fire and stuff. So again, cast this one first. Doesn't matter on the early levels because you can be killing them anyway most likely, but on the later ones it does make a difference. Right, I'm just going to make this a quick video for today. Woke up late. Later than normal. So I feel like I'm slightly delayed getting this video out there. Get out of it, Highforge. Right, I'll just show this one and then one more set and we'll call the video a day. Get brown. Brown's always good because you charge up your Sabellius first and foremost, which is what you want, and you also get a barrier, a rock solid barrier at the same time. The other quite cool thing about Sabellius is as well, not Sabellius, sorry, Essenzia, is it summoned a light storm at the start of battle, which means we actually get this charged up nice and fast as well. Grumpy Isabel. And no brown there, so we'll just have to get something else. Freezing the enemy is always a good thing to do. And the daggers are up, and we'll finish off. So really fast team, really easy. Whole team starting with 50% mana. May as well grab that blue, even though we don't particularly require it. What have we got? Well, let's grab some purple then for our Sabellius. Make sure we nab that at Valraven, get extra sigils for that, which means extra battles. Extra battles means extra rewards. Extra rewards means more stuff. And we like stuff in this game. Stuff is what we do it for. Get the barrier, get rock solid, cast this first. If they survive, they'll be on a low amount of health to finish off with the other troops. So yeah, super straightforward and easy. and a good option if you don't have 3 great worms. Just that purple max then. Have to wait an extra turn to finish off now. Alright, last one. Bauble, got to be wary of the Devourer on that thing. As well get it that. Get it now. This one first. Soften them up and finish off. Well, there's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.